Hi class, this is Dr. Lingelbach here. This is the online research decision making class, and want to go over your, well, this is your welcome video. Welcome to class. I want to go over some of the stuff in the content browser and a little bit on the first week. I'll have the first week video a little separately, but I just want to go over some of the things that we need to do here. Okay, I want you to go into Start Here to begin with under the content browser and go through the Welcome to the course introduction, about your instructor. That is me. I'll go ahead and click on that and show a little bit about me. I'm Kim Lingelbach, and I will be your instructor for the course. So you can read some of my background here. I did work with the Department of Defense for over 33 years in information assurance and cybersecurity management, and several areas, so including server administration, database administration, and so forth. I did manage a team of IT specialists, and my last position was in a classified area where we had some information systems security officers that a team that worked for me, and we made sure that those systems were as secure as possible. But you can read some of this information. So it talks a little bit about some of my research interests and all that good stuff. So the federal government was primarily my background. I worked in cyber. I also worked on my education while I worked for the Air Force, and I'm kind of proud of that. They helped pay for the majority of that until I got into my PhD program. So at the very end of my career there, I decided I wanted to go into academia. I actually started as an adjunct in 2010, I believe, while I worked there, and then I came on full time in academia in 2017. So anyway, I have a little background there in that federal sector, and just wanted to let you know a little bit about who I am. So you can read that if you want to. So I'm going to go back to the start here. I'm going to go this way. Okay. The only thing I really want you to worry about there, you can go through all the technology requirements and the good web etiquette and all that good stuff. This is just some template boilerplate stuff that we need, but what I'm going to use as a attendance is the introduce yourself. It's a discussion question. So what I want you to do is go in there and talk about yourself a little bit, and give me some information there. You can post pictures of you, your family, your dog, whatever you want, or even what you like to do for hobbies and stuff like that. So we can all get to know you. Then there's a sample assignment submission. All you have to do is just submit some kind of little anything, some kind of document, and there is an entry quiz, which is very short, easy quiz to get through this section. Okay, so Next is your syllabus and schedule, and we'll go through that real quick. Like I said, it is pretty much basically the same ones that you've seen before. The major thing I want to talk about is, well, what you have to do for the semester, right? And also, I want to tell you it's a doctoral level course, and we're going to look at different research methods. And this is completely online, it's asynchronous, so we won't be meeting in person or anything like that. I may have a Teams meeting, at least one during the semester to make sure you're on track. I have 2 sections. You are section, let's see, we have section 1 and 2. So both of you will be getting the same video. And let's see, we only have 8 weeks in this course. Actually, it's a little less than 8 weeks because we start on Wednesday, and I think we end on a Wednesday, or at least the middle of a week. If you have to talk to me or need to meet on Teams or even by telephone, just shoot me an email, and my email is kimberly.linkelbach@mga.edu. If you happen to be in Macon or Warner Robins, I have a Warner Robins class on Tuesday and Thursdays between 2. Actually, my class is like from 12:45 until 2. So, but I will be there after the class in Warner Robins, on the Warner Robins campus from 2 to 3:30, and then on Macon campus in the morning I'll be there from 9:30 until noon, and these are on Tuesday and Thursday. So otherwise, just shoot me an email and we can set up a virtual Teams meeting or talk by telephone. Okay. Everything else is, I'll just let you read through it. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. What I would like to do is scoot on down to the, oh, there we go. Some of your assignments. We have 3 research article analysis, and that's individual. Those are worth 15% each. You will also have 6 discussion questions. Those are individual as well. Very easy. We'll go over those later in the next video for week 1. And then we have a project. So the project will be throughout the whole semester, and then we'll put it together at the end, and then you'll do like a presentation. So, but your final project is worth 25%. Okay, I'm going to scoot on down to, well, let's start here. It tells you a little bit about your article analysis, and there's a template you can use. You're actually going to find your own scholarly peer-reviewed journal article in the area of IT, and it can be a quantitative, qualitative article, or a mixed methods. And then you're going to review that article, or even a case study or case scenario. And then you're going to use the template to review that particular article. But you have the choice of choosing what you want to use there. Okay, for your research project, you're going to develop a research proposal, but the research project part 1, we're going to start that's going to be in your first week. So you need to go ahead and start looking for a current or emerging topic of your interest, and you can give a summary of issues of scholars and researchers that are discussing when it comes to that particular topic. So from your topic, you'll generate a title for your research. A topic title should be posted in the in D2L, and we'll talk about that a little later as well. The second part, you're going to develop and write a problem statement, the purpose of the study, and research questions or a hypothesis. But now remember, your hypothesis is only for quantitative and maybe a mixed method study. Then we'll talk about the review of literature. So you'll do go out and research what is out there as far as your topic is concerned. And I would try to keep it within the last 5 years. If you have to have some seminal type references, you can use that may be older. But basically, you want to have most of your references within the last 5 years. And it must follow APA formatting. So I'm going to stop right here. You probably need, if you don't have it already, you need to have an APA 7th edition resource. You can, I bought one off of Amazon. I think it was less than $20. I can't remember when I got it, probably last year or whenever 7 came out. I used APA 6 during my dissertation. There are a few changes, but it is basically pretty much the same. Okay, on the part 4, you will propose a methodology. What kind of methodology are you going to use? Are you going to use qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods? So you need to do a lot of reading to determine how you're going to design your research paper or your proposal. Okay, and then last you're going to just put them all together and then just refine all the parts, and then we will have like a presentation at the very end of what your project's going to be. Okay, and so I believe that is, let me go all the way down to the bottom here. Most of this stuff is pretty general, and you've seen most of this boiler or template before. Okay, so the first week, starting on Wednesday, you're going to read Creswell chapters 1 and 3. Chapters 1 is a selection of research approach, and then chapter 3 is the use of theory. So read those 2 chapters, and it talks about the topics here that you'll be reading about. And then there are some chapter notes and videos from in a resources folder in the in D2L. Your chapter notes and some of the PowerPoints are actually from the text, so it gives you a little highlight there on, or a little summary on the textbook. Okay. The videos, I will have some weekly videos available for you as well. Okay. And there are also some videos on research basics using Galileo and also research journals. And then I've given you some additional readings if you see that you need to have some additional information for that particular week. So you have a good bit of reading to do. Okay, so what I need you to do is your mandatory attendance is your introduction discussion question, and then let me see, there's a verification quiz in the start here as well, and the introduction, like I said, is that discussion question. I'm going to use that as mandatory attendance. Then you will have some discussions on chapters 1 and 3, and a research project number 1, that's where you're going to select an area of interest in IT for your research project. Okay. So here's some more resources. I won't go through everything that you have to do for each week. You guys can read this, but we'll go through at least week 2. You're going to submit an article analysis. You're going to actually select your own article and in a qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods, and then I have a rubrics. Well, actually, it's like a little template that you can fill out and analyze that particular article. And then there is a chapter 4, content discussion. So for each chapter, you'll just pick out a topic there that you like, and just expound on it in your discussion question. And everybody needs to at least answer a couple of other students, make some comment, or have a good discussion about the topics that are in that particular chapter. Okay, and so in each area I do give you additional readings. And if you can't find these additional readings, let me know, and we'll see if we can get our Dana Casper, who is our embedded librarian. She can help us find any kind of research papers that you're looking for. Sometimes there's a paywall, especially if you go to like Google Scholar and you're looking for some kind of articles there, or some kind of recent research, or peer-reviewed journal papers and so forth. If you come up on a paywall, it says, well, I need to pay $35 for this particular journal. Don't do it yet. Please let me know, or in D2L down at the bottom there on the homepage, Dana Casper, email her and let her know, and she can find it for you. Hopefully she can find it. If she can't, then, hopefully she can get the article for you without you having to pay for it. Okay. Okay, week 3, we're going to look at the research project part 2, and then read chapters 5, 6, and 7, and there's a discussion on those. I have assignments due, I believe, each week before, or at least weekly, before by the end of the week. Then your assignments are due. So research project problem part 2 is developing your problem, your purpose, and your research question and hypothesis, if you have one. 4, you're going to look at research article analysis and participate in a chapter 2 discussion. So they're not going in order in your textbook. So you'll be jumping around a little bit. So this one is going back to chapter 2. And then each week you will have videos and chapter notes. Okay. Let's see. Week 5 is chapter 8 on quantitative methods. you're going to look at surveys and experiments, components of survey study method plan, experimental study, and then your chapters are going to be in chapter 8. Okay, and let's see, your assignment is posted on the discussion board here by, it says by Thursday. I'll have to make sure that is the right date. It is not. 9/8 is not the right date, so I'll update that. I usually have everything due on the, if it says week 9 through 11, 9/11 through 9/17, then everything is due on the 18th. So this should be the 18th instead of the 8th. Submit your research project part 3. This is for me to give you feedback, so to be included in the final project. And this will not be graded. The overall assignment is graded, and it's based on assignment 5. So, and also you will have a discussion question on chapter 3. And this 9/17 date should be 9/18, so I'll fix that. And you also have additional readings here. Chapter 6 is on qualitative methods and so forth. So you will see what you need to do in each one of these assignments. So you will go do methodology this time, and I'll make sure all of the due dates are right in the syllabus. Okay. Week 7 is your mixed methods procedures. So if you decide to do mixed methods, I would study up on this. Mixed methods is qualitative and quantitative together. A lot of times your qualitative methods, numbers only mean so much, so qualitative will give you more of an insight into what those numbers mean. And if you do qualitative, then the quantitative might back up the actual numbers that you find, or any kind of variables there. So we'll get into some of that a little bit more in detail a little later. So for your part 5, your completed research, you are actually taking all of those things and putting them together, and then you will have your completed research proposal. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to make sure that all of these dates are right. I do know week 7 should end October the 2nd. So we have just a short time to get through all of this, but I would definitely read as much as I possibly can, some of these additional readings as well. Okay, and let me go back. So if you have any questions on your syllabus, just please let me know. And the next, this is just kind of a little welcome video. I will have a video over week 1. Okay, so for now, I think that's it. And if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. Like I said, I have 2 sections of this. I have another doctoral class that I'm teaching, and I've got 2 sections of that one. And lucky me, I have a freshman class that I have a face-to-face class on Tuesday and Thursdays. So it may take me a little while to get to you, but I do check my email constantly. So and I try to make sure that I get back to people or to students within 24 hours. especially during the week. Now on the weekends, it may take me a little longer, but uh, and I'm known to even talk to students on the weekends. So if you do have any issues, please let me know. All right, I think that's it for now, and hope we have a great semester.